Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, YouTube. Depending on where you're at, I'm wishing you a good day. Let's get started with Tesla. Tesla is trying to break out here, and it looks like it's not going to do it. So we have a few key levels that we need to focus on when we go into Tesla. So let's look at it. I'm going to highlight this for you guys. Okay. And you can see that we have 244, 242, and 240. If Tesla does not hold any of these areas, it's going to be bye-bye. So there's a big gap to fill down here. Okay, and let me go through this with you. Tesla did try to get out, but it got rejected really nice up in this area. So a lot of us that are into Tesla, okay, we've been playing on the bearish side because you can see, okay, this could almost be a double top. So if that's a double top, guys, guess where we're going next? Okay, let's outline this for you real quick. Okay, so it's a few ways to look at this. So we can take this, and that's our measured move. If Tesla does break out and come down here, we're looking at about the 170 area. Okay, if you guys follow me on Twitter or on X now, you'll see that I put a chart out there. We're going to probably see 170 in the next 2 months. Okay, so be very careful trying to go long with Tesla right now. Okay, there's a few other ways we can look at this. If you're not a believer of the double top, we can look at it on the weekly level, and you can see here we have a rising wedge on the weekly. And if I take our measured move, and we already fell out of that wedge, we're looking at about the 170 area. If we look over here to the right, we're going to come down, and we're already coming down there. Okay, this can be seen as a bearish flag here, right? So we know that the bearish flag starts forming a boot, and then we start falling out of the bottom of that, and you can see potentially we're going to keep going down. So keep an eye on Tesla. I would not suggest you guys go long. I would suggest that whatever you're feeling that you want to do with Tesla, paper trade it. Okay, a lot of good things going on with Tesla, but they did lower the prices on their cars. They're continuing to lower prices. So what does that tell you? That the profits are not going to be there as planned. Why? Because we do have a potential of the economy getting worse. Okay, we had job numbers come up, and every month that these job numbers come up, they keep revising them down from the month before. Here you can see that on Friday they reported job numbers, and you can also see that they adjusted down from July by 30,000 jobs. What does that tell you? It tells you unemployment rate is starting to creep up, but they're not giving us the numbers on time, interestingly enough. So now here we can see in July they adjusted it down from 187 to 157K. And now for August, 187,000 jobs. Well, that's what they said last month, and then they adjusted it down. And now unemployment rate went up to 3.8%. So what's going to happen in the market next? Well, let's take a look at SPX, and you can see SPX has found some serious resistance here at the 4,500 level. It needs to get past 45.30, 45.40 for it to come back up and challenge the 4,600. Now, there's a lot of analysts out there saying that this is going to happen. I'm not sure, because when we come over to the weekly on SPX, it is very clear to see that we do have some divergence happening. So you can see we already have our histogram turning red. It went a bit pink here, but this is the weekly. So red is red. That means it's under. So it wants to turn down. And if we come over and look at the RSI, you can see that the RSI has been climbing down on the previous time frames. Let me take you over to the 15-minute. In the 15-minute, lots of resistance on the way down and right up here has been an area that it can't get above that 69 again. What is going on? I think people are selling off slowly, guys. I think that you should be very careful and trying to go long now. Right now is not the time, in my opinion. So we come back here, we can see that we did get a buy signal on SPX, but that was August 29th, so almost a week ago. So now we're getting the divergence. So I think the economy is slowly going to turn unless they want to try another bull run. Now the confusion for some is going to be here on the weekly. We do have our resistance up here. But we did create a bull flag. If you see here, we popped out of that bull flag, but then now we're resisting. Now, will we come back down and then test again? Potentially. But remember, on the weekly, it's going to take 5 days. We did see an increase. I think it was about 4%. SPX went up last week, so it did well for the week. Now, could it be pulling back? Potentially. So be very careful with your entries. I will not go long until you get confirmation. Now, if you want to understand what confirmation is, guys, I'm going to leave you a link below where you guys can get some courses. If you want to be a trader and you're trading and you're losing, it's going to be for one reason. The most common reason is always the education, not understanding when to get into a trade and when to get out. Okay, if you look at this chart, there's a lot of cool stuff on here, but if I just take everything off, what does all this mean? Okay, in my courses I explain all of this, guys, and I teach you how to use indicators to go in your favor. So take a look at the link below and then you guys decide. I do have a coupon there, so make sure you guys try it out. 30 days money back guarantee. Okay, you can't lose. One thing I do want to point out to you guys on the daily, be careful if you guys are playing Tesla, Nvidia. Remember, Nvidia is one of the giants now. So one of the things that I've noticed is that whatever Nvidia is doing, Tesla is doing. So if you want to understand how to play Tesla, watch Nvidia. Okay, so if Nvidia starts going down 1%, 0.5%, Tesla reacts and then it starts going down. Okay, you can use indicators as well, like the ones I have here, guys. So this will help you if you want to trade this. Look at this line. Okay, it's very simple. If I wanted to play Tesla, okay, I can just tell myself, okay, I only jump into the trade when the line is crossed up or when it crosses down. It's real easy. So try out the courses and you guys will see that you're going to have a better time with your entries on any stock that you want to play with. All right, last but not least, guys, here is my 8-window view for some of the stocks that I'm following, and you guys can see that I have the same setup for every single stock. Okay, and I apologize, Tesla got cut off a little bit here, but it's still okay. I just want to show you guys real quick that one of the things that I look at is this line here. This line is my 100-day EMA. Okay, and I see how close are the stocks getting to crossing or coming back up to it. So you can see SPY bounced off of it, Netflix bounced off of it. You might not be able to see it, but Tesla bounced off of it. Amazon strong, staying above it. Nvidia strong, staying above it. Meta bounced off of it. Okay, one thing to watch out for, if we cross that 100-day moving average, guys, the market will start turning on us. So you can see up here, Apple did cross it. Okay, this is what I call a fake out. Market makers will fake you out so that you can get out of the trade, either with your stop loss being hit, or another thing they do is people will start buying puts and then they bring the price back up and then you jump out of your put. So be very careful with this stuff, but this is a good view so you can understand what are all the big stock tickers doing. And so for right now, they're staying strong above the 100, but next week is going to be very interesting coming out of holiday weekend. There's usually big surprises on the very first day after a holiday weekend. So guys, I hope this helped. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. And don't forget to click on that little bell so you guys are notified when my videos come out, and you guys can get this information as soon as possible to help you make better decisions in your trading. So until next time, guys, don't forget there's a link below. Go check it out.